action, or other large organizations, and government uses it to increasingly keep in touch with their citizens. And so that means that for those of us who want to do advocacy and organizing, if we want to be kind of part of the action, we really have to learn more about how to do this. So just as an example, oh, not yet. So just as an example, in 2005, just 5% of American adults used one of the platforms we're talking about. That number has continued to grow. And today, almost 3/4 of the public uses some kind of social media. So it was just kind of an outlier in 2005. Now, so many more people of all ages are using social media. So we're going to talk a little bit about, like, again, who those main sites are. So now next slide. So you can see the landscape here. You've mentioned a few of them. Facebook is still the most popular, so the most well-used of all the social media sites, but others are definitely there for us to use. YouTube, much more about video. WhatsApp, around conversations. Messenger, WeChat, Instagram. It's a whole list of different kinds of platforms, but fortunately, the most widely used, and the one we're going to talk about today, is Facebook. And just to give you some idea about how much Facebook is a part of people's lives and the scale. So there are a lot of people in Mexico, right? Just think of numbers of people. And then Canada, Taiwan, these are all really big countries, right? But the number of people on Facebook are equal to all of the people in these countries put together and a few more. So it is really kind of a huge platform. And so it's important that if we want to have an impact and we want to know what's going on, we learn how to use it. Now, you know, if there's questions along the way, feel free to raise your hand and I'll pause. If I'm talking too fast, raise your hand and I'll slow down a little bit. So I think many of us have been involved in social justice work or in organizing for, you know, part of our life. And I think if you're old school, the way you did that is you had a meeting, you made flyers, you handed them out, you got people to sign up on sign-up sheets, and then you called people to hope to turn them out for some kind of event. The same kind of process is here, but it's just really kind of taken to a new level. So social media is a really big platform to talk about the things you care about, to raise awareness, to spread the word, to increase your lists and move people into action. So now you're putting things out on social media where tens, hundreds of thousands of people can see it, you know, whoever is kind of in your network. But then what you're hoping people will do will share it with their networks so that over time you can get the word out to a very wide cross-section of people, and you can get it out in different languages. In doing this, you begin to learn who's connecting to what you care about, whether it's organizations or individuals, and you're building sort of a much bigger list to be able to move people into action. The other thing it does is it sort of gives you instant feedback. So if you post something on there that people like, they'll tell you. If you post something that people don't like, they'll probably tell you that too. So it is a way to sort of decide who it is in your world that supports the issues that you want to support. And it also gives you a way to connect with other people who used to be really hard to reach, but now because of social media, we can reach them better. So bloggers, policymakers, the press, organizations, and allies. So again, it's a way for us to figure out who else we can get in our movement that might be influential. Next slide. Okay, so I'm going to say this and then we'll ask for questions. So often, I have to remind myself that it is really important to do social media. I kind of like the old school ways. I like the flyers and the sign up lists and all of that. But you know what? If we're really trying to impact elected officials and people who are decision makers around budget and all kinds of things, we need to go where they are. And they are all over social media. I mean, and you used to put your finger in the air to see which way the wind is blowing. Well, elected officials use social media as a way to figure out which way the wind is blowing and how people feel about particular issues. So it's important that we're visible there, that we stand an equal chance with others who may not agree with us, and we want to be able to make sure our issues win. Is this making sense so far? I can't see everybody, but if you have a question or comment, you just put it in the chat box. Okay, next screen. So I just want to use an example from organizing to social media. So we have done some training with other groups, including the California Alliance for Retired Americans. And there is no substitute for action. So I know as part of the efforts of SDA and others, you're going to be hopefully getting into action around things that are important, like making the internet and Wi-Fi available to everybody. So there's no substitute for that. But really, if you're on social media, it can really change your ability to reach people and to be successful. So here's an example of a demonstration in support of single payer, I think, and or to protect Medicare, one of those important health issues. And so they use social media to reach out to all of the people who they think might be interested. They use that same tool to be able to tell people where to show up, when to show up, signs they could bring. They were able to find out through social media who was coming by one or more of the various platforms. So the action happens, there's great pictures, there's maybe a video, and that goes back up on social media. So what maybe, a few people would see who drove by, now it goes out to tens of thousands of people. They see that there's action on this issue, that people really care about it, and they're showing up. So it is just a way to really ramp up the impact. Next slide. So here's another example from our friends at the California Alliance. They were doing a visit, an action on Congressman Kevin McCarthy. And they came again with their signs about why they thought it was important to make single payer grow and to save Medicare. Well, so Congressman Kevin McCarthy wouldn't let them in. They wanted a meeting, they had planned for a meeting, and he wouldn't let them in. So they just took their signs and they pasted them up all across the front of his building, and because he wasn't coming out, and they took a picture of that. So again, if you were there, you saw this. But if you put it up on social media, it's a continuing part of the story that targets, in this case, somebody who was unresponsive, could just as well target somebody who was a friend to say, we're all here because we believe this person supports our issues, and we want you to know that as well. So it is a way for us to really be able to carry the message way farther than we would be able to do in person. Besides, some of us get to be in the picture, we get to share it with our friends. It shows that this is a movement of the people, by the people, because you can see us. Next slide. So, any questions so far, or comments, or observations? Maybe you've done something like this and you want to tell? Well, there'll always be time. So the other thing that was brought up as you were talking earlier was about safety. wanting to feel like you're safe when you're on the internet. And we're going to talk just here specifically about Facebook, just so that you have something in your mind as you're setting up your Facebook page or you're thinking about expanding it. So I think the first thing is that you're only adding people to your Facebook page that you personally know, right? And if somebody asks to be your friend, you want to check out and make sure you know who they are before you let them in. So how do you check? Well, it could be looking at their picture, looking at what they say about themselves. If you have a contact, you can email them back and ask a little bit more. You can go to their profile often and see who their friends are. So again, you're kind of looking that someone has been trusted by somebody else before, or known to you before you let them in. I think the next thing is that you don't want to ever share personal information on Facebook, your credit card, your social security number, your address, or anything you wouldn't want a stranger to know. So my husband was not thinking one day and he said, we're having a potluck and we hope that you'll come. He's sending this to his 500 friends, and he listed our address. And I said, whoa, you have to take that down because we can't have 500 people plus their friends show up on our doorstep, right? So people who know you will know where you live, but you don't ever want to put your address in a Facebook post. You probably don't want to tell people that you're going to be away, for such and such a time, just because you want to keep your house safe. Watch out for impersonators. More and more there are people posing to be IRS agents, government agents from some kind of company, but they would not be contacting you through social media. So just forget all of that. And, again, if you have a group of people who are your friends on Facebook, that's really should be all that you're communicating with. Now, organizations can have their own page. And that's a more neutral place for people to kind of see what's going on and maybe look for other folks who share posts that they agree with, maybe reach out to them on your own, but really for your own personal Facebook, you want to be careful. And I think the last thing is use a safe password, one that isn't easily guessed, like don't do your birthday or your social security number, anything like that. And people now suggest using a phrase instead of a password. So you could say, my dog has fleas, could be your password, or something else that you will easily remember because it's something that you thought of, and it is a few words as a phrase. And that's harder for someone to figure out if they're trying to get in. So let's take a break here again and see if people have had experience with security on Facebook or on the web, actually. Anyone? I've had, let's see, host. Yep, I gotta get to this.
That's a great idea about the phrase, Marie. I never thought about that. I always use capital letters and numbers and all of that combined. The phrase is a good idea. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, well, it looks like there are a couple. Go ahead. Okay, there are a couple of people who said they were in the wrong workshop, right? Okay, is there something I missed here?
Perfect. I actually wanted to drop a small link into the chat on how to check how safe a password is, and how easy it is for a modern day computer to actually hack into a password that you might be using. So I'm going to drop that link in the chat right now. Oop, sorry. Just to get a sense of how easy it is. And so I just want everyone to take a moment to put in a password that they've been using and see how easy it would be for a computer to hack it.
Oh, wow. Huh. Lupita wanted to say something. She was raising her hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little upset because I was kicked out of the meeting and for like 15 minutes, it kept asking me if I was a robot. So I couldn't go back and I couldn't go back. This is my tablet. This is the iPad. So I couldn't do it on the phone again. And I might really need to go probably to City College for some classes. But with you guys, I hope at least to know what to do, because I have no idea why that happened. Everything was fine until just suddenly I lost image. I lost everything. And when I wanted to go back to the meeting, kept asking me, are you a robot? Every time I press, I'm not a robot. It was just going around and I couldn't. So I had to go to, maybe it's because I registered before I just got in. I don't know. Have no idea. So I would like to know what was the problem, or if you can tell me. I don't know. This is really difficult for me. Thank you.
I don't know if I know the answer to this, but what I can say, I think both SDA and we have help for folks who are trying to figure out how to work through problems that show up on their device, whatever device it is. And I'll put in the chat box the email address to sort of hook up an appointment with somebody to kind of walk through what just happened, and they can maybe figure out why it happened. But you made it in, so I think that's great. You didn't give up and you're back in. And I think this is being recorded, so if you missed anything important, you'll be able to get it.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, well, this is kind of all that I've got to say, but I'm certainly happy to answer questions. And in the meantime, I will put the email address in for one-on-one help through Community Living Campaign.
Wow, that's good, Ligia, that it's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. Thank you. I
Yeah.
just saw that.
I think my passwords are close to 10 billion years right now.
What?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh my goodness. This is like one of the easiest password that I use only for like, not for my banking. Not for my banking, just like for, you know, random things like the shoe company to buy pet food and stuff like that. But I should reconsider that.
All right, well, mine came up to 34,000 years that it would take to break my
What?
code. All right.
Love it. I'm gonna use that phrase thing. That's a good thing, Mary. Thank you. Never thought about it, but yeah, it makes sense.
All right. Well, this has been really fun. I look forward to seeing you out on the advocacy trail here before long. I think you'll get to meet Peter on our staff a little bit later not today, but in the series. And we look forward to helping.
So just by a raise of hands or remote or reactions, how many of you do not have Facebook accounts? Does everyone have one? Oh, wow. Okay. Perfect. Well, that makes it a little easier for me. But is there any specific features that people wanted to spend time understanding on Facebook? Cora, you're on mute.
Okay. Now, sometimes there are people whom I know which are requesting that they become my friends. Although I would like to be their friend because I know them. I think I had so many friends already on Facebook, And most of the time, I guess it's not the person herself or himself that is asking or requesting for friendship, but it's Facebook itself. How can I avoid this? How would I know whether it's really the person who is requesting for uh, to be my friend?
That's a really good question. So you're asking about the difference between suggested friends on Facebook and friend requests, correct? So typically when you actually go on Facebook, I can also pull up mine. There should be two separate sections for you to see your friend requests. Let me bring that up. So this is the main page for Facebook. And so the way that you're able to see friend requests is simply by clicking friends and friend requests here. And they will be the ones on the top of the screen here. People you may know is what Facebook suggests based on who you're friends with already. So these people, Facebook is just asking you about. But the people on top would only be the ones under friend requests. Does that make sense, Aria?
Yeah, but sometimes Facebook says, for example, Carlos Tan wants to be your friend, something like that. Only to find out if you meet Carlos and ask him if he requested to be your friend, he would say no. Well, that means it's Facebook who did that. How can I know whether a request is made by the person and not by the Facebook?
That is really interesting. And I guess the one thing is that if you have noticed that you're friends with someone that you didn't realize, you can also unfriend them really easily by clicking on their profile and asking to unfriend. But unfortunately, the only way is if they're in a friend request tab, then you would know that this person directly is asking me to be a friend. But many times Facebook suggests people like this, and this is
Yeah, Bisma, but I know what she's referring to. In the past, it happened to me that I would get friend requests from people that were already my friends in Facebook. And there was something going on Facebook.
those
you
are
know,
hackers.
like a
Then.
scam.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think that's probably what happened to
Yeah.
Aurea in the past. Or it's something that happened recently, because that happens to me like before.
I would definitely say that it's something to be careful about. And if you have noticed that this is a person who is a friend already, to see, like, ask them or direct message whoever it is to ask which account it is. Because typically people try, or hackers will duplicate accounts and pretend to be another person. So the best way is just to ask the person directly who is sending you the request, who is this? And if you have a friend already, then that it's a duplicate account.
Yeah, what Leah mentioned was really happening, because it happened to me. Several of my friends who are already in my friends list sometimes ask me to be their friend. So that is a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
No.
it is.
So what should I do when that happens?
I think the fact that you're aware of it is important. So now you know that if someone who is your friend already is sending you a request, to see if they have a duplicate, so searching their name again to see if you're already friends with them, and talking to that person and letting them know that there's another account that's asking to be your friend. So they know to change their passwords and to report the account.
Is it a red flag also on their part?
Mm-hmm. It should be. And so you can report it. The person who is being impersonated can report it too.
But know that
Okay.
you also can just ignore it, because unless you take action, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, even if they're sending you a request, they can't do anything unless you accept.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. And even if people want to be your friend and you don't really want to be their friend, you can ignore it, you can
Yeah,
decline it, and they're
I
not
just ignore.
because we want to pick our friends carefully. But for organizing, we want to be able to think about how we can expand our network of folks. And I'm sure you'll learn about different settings on Facebook, so that you can kind of limit who sees your stuff and who doesn't.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Cora, I saw that you also had a question. You're also on mute again.
Like to know more about is really how to post, if you want to send out a general message, and I guess that would be.
Bisma, you're
I'm muted now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we actually have slides that will walk us through how to post. And let's see, I will jump to that right now. I think first I'm going to walk through a little bit of language in Facebook. So your wall or timeline is the area that you share information with your network and friends, which is on your profile. Newsfeed is where you see a constant stream of information from posts and updates from your network and Facebook friends, so any friends you have or organizations you follow. Facebook Messenger is a secondary party app that you can chat with friends on Facebook. And you can like, comment, or repost, or even add a story now on Facebook. And so this is just some basic information that I wanted to flag on your profile picture, but you can see where number one is where you'll be able to access all your friends, and 2 is where you edit profile. But to Cora's specific question on how to post, anytime you see this block on the bottom that says what's on your mind, that's where you'll be allowed to post. So this block appears on your main profile page and your newsfeed. I will skip over. So when you create a post, you just click on that box and you can choose who to share that post with. So you can share it specifically with your friend, which means only people that you have added as a friend can see your post. You could also do it publicly, so anyone who's searching for you can, or you could specifically say only me or just some friends. And so when you post, you can write anything in this box. You can also attach a photo or tag another person by simply writing their name, adding an emoji or a location on where you are. And so we'll also spend a little bit of time in future classes also talking about alt text, which is adding images, but also making sure that you add language in case someone is using a screenwriter and has low vision or is blind, to make sure that they'll be able to access your post too. But this is how you would post on Facebook. Do you have specific questions on this, Cora?
Yes, that's what I that was very good, because I have seen that, didn't know what it was about, and how to use it. So this bring a little more clarity.
Yeah, and you can
What's
write
on your
anything.
mind would be your story. Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
All right.
You.
Of course. Hopefully with everyone getting to the Facebook page, I want you to pick a post and comment or like it.
I did like it.
Perfect.
Let
Which
me
one did
put
you
the-
like?
Do you want me to put a small, like, hello, guys at
want to.
SDA?
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, this one shows me, sends a message to Chito. This song shows me send a message. Should I press there?
No, we're not sending
No.
messages yet.
Okay. Says that what you're looking for. Okay. Says, is this what you're looking for? And says, thanks for letting us know. I'm so sorry. I need to.
Perfect. I am seeing that Lupita, Jose all interacted on the page.
Now you wanted us to go to our Facebook,
Yes.
go to my personal Facebook.
And then search in the top search bar, Senior and Disability Action.
Bisma, would you like me to leave a comment?
If you
Actually,
want to, yes.
there's a video here. It says the Emiliani Project. Many folks are asking about our recent trip, right? So I'm gonna put a comment there.
Okay. Perfect. I see lots of action. So I'm also seeing Melissa has picked the Senior Disability Action photo. Perfect. And once you have done that, I also am going to ask if people can search my name on Facebook and add me as a friend so that I can start a group chat for us. So I just put my name in the chat. So if you can just search that name.
I'm sorry, Bisma.
Yes.
I don't see here the chat on the, you said in the Facebook, right?
Yeah.
On
So
Facebook? It says, yeah. My
I'm
phone,
to add me on Facebook so I can put you in the chat.
oh, and you are just Bisma,
Mhm.
SDA? Okay.
Bisma Farzan Sayed is my last name, but
So, Bisma.
What's your last name again?
Farzan Sayed, F-A-R.
Do you mean to do the search on Senior and Disability Action page?
I was asking to search first on the Senior and
Yeah.
Disability Action.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, it's because
Or
I did a general one and it's somebody else.
Oh,
So it says, so it has to be in, I'm sorry, guys, it has to be in the chat, right? In the chat of SDA, because I
no,
did.
this is not in the
Not?
chat of SDA. Just again, the same place that you search for SDA, just write my
Yeah.
name instead.
Your name, Bisma Faruqi.
Farzan Sayed, F-A-R-Z-A-N.
You can do
Z-
copy and paste, Lupita. If
Okay.
you select her name,
Yeah,
you can do control C and then that's copy.
person say it. I found her.
Oh, okay, good.
I found her. Bisma person see it. Person say it. Person see it or say it. Person see it.
Sayed, yep.
Yeah.
They just need to send a friend request and I will put us
Got
in.
it.
Oh,
I sent you
friend
a
request.
friend request.
I got
Add
it.
friend. Yeah, add friend, right?
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
I'll find Bisma.
For the first time in years, children coming out of the school here. I have 3 schools, Everett, Mission Dolores, and Mission High School, plus Sanchez on the other side. So there's a lot of traffic. I'm sorry for the noise.
We can't even hear it.
Why I cannot find Bisma? I'm doing it wrong.
I can try finding you too. Let's see.
Ligia, I'm showing my phone to you.
Oh, okay.
Can you see? Can you see well?
Yeah, I see part of it, but I see that you have her. I couldn't
Yeah,
find.
is it? No, it's in the general. This is in the general. It's not in SDA. It's as you found SDA. That's what she said. So I just put her name where you do the searches in Facebook, right there, and it came up. It popped right away.
Why it doesn't come up for me?
Aren't you doing it in Facebook directly?
No, I'm doing it in general, like in Google.
Oh no,
It
you need
doesn't
to
show.
go to Facebook. You need to go
Oh,
to Facebook.
Facebook. Oh, okay.
Facebook page, yes.
I just sent you a friend request, Ligia.
Sorry. Ah, no wonder.
What about everyone else? Cora, were you able to
Sorry,
hear?
I just don't do Facebook a lot. I get
Yeah.
okie dokies, I see. No wonder.
Maya, Rokyo, Emmy.
Hey, I found you. Yeah.
So I am making a group chat for all of us so that we can talk to one another as the course continues. And if you have any questions that come up while we're out of class, you can put it in the chat and one of us can try helping together. This way we can learn with each other because we all have different skill levels with social media.
So it's in the but it's not Messenger, huh? How do we find that? It's a Messenger, is it?
You can download the separate app on your phone for Messenger. Or you could also use on your web browser, if you put Facebook, it'll come up as a chat box.
Oh, okay. I see.
Now I'm in my Facebook,
Perfect. So Cora,
but I
when
didn't go to, I supposed to go to SDA, right?
it's okay. First, how about just add me? So search for my name at the top search bar. I can even share my Facebook to show how or where to go. But we're doing this so let me go back. So you're gonna go up into the corner there and type in my name so that you can add me as a friend and I can add you to the SDU chat. So if you're on a web browser, you can put it in the top left corner. If you're on your phone, you can just search my name. And I'm putting everybody in this chat here.
I have to go to Google, right?
You can go directly to facebook.com.
I'm in Facebook. I mean, yeah, my Facebook. Oh, let me see. I guess I'll do it like
I
this.
just don't know how to make the comment.
All right.
I just added Ligia to the group. about you, Maya, or Rokyo, or I think we lost someone too. But yes, we're just searching. And then I can't friend myself, but you would be able to friend me.
Did you get my friend request?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Bisma, I think I got you. I'm not sure. I put your name in and this was came up.
Perfect. That is me. I also sent you a friend request.
Okay. Oh my goodness, it disappeared. Your request you sent, I think, disappeared here. I don't see it.
Oh no, let me try again.
It came up, but it was too fast for me to make a selection.
Are you currently on your phone?
Yes.
Okay, so the way you would see it is if you click on the bottom right corner where it says menu. And then you click on friends. It's on the top with like the two circle icons. So then the menu and then pressing friends should show you the friend request. Were you able to see it, Cora?
No, because on this phone, where your name is, it said one mutual friend, Molly, division organizer at Senior Disability. Oh, and I see where it said post, friends, photo, check-in, events.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand what the setting looks like on your phone. So
Can you see it? Can you see my phone?
no, we can't see. I think the background is getting rid of the phone.
Oh, I see. Well, go on. I'll figure it out.
I couldn't see where is the group, you know. I was looking and I got lost.
It could be that because maybe you're not friends with everyone in the group, that it's currently a requested.
Oh, I see.
So in which case,
It says posts, people, group, events.
I'm gonna request everybody's friendship on Facebook, right? Is that how it works?
you can, or here, I'll show you how to. But basically, if you go on the icon at top where you have the menu and then the messenger with like the little bubble with the lightning, you can click on that and press the first button where it says message requests. And then
Oh,
there,
okay.
you can see it if you aren't friends with everybody.
Okay.
So let me see if I can add Cora to the group chat. Members.
Oh, okay. I found you guys. Yay.
See if I can add. Let's see, who else is on the call that isn't in yet? Maya. Hi, Lupita.
Hi.
I cannot see you, but
I'm gonna try adding.
Am I in the right place now?
I think so.
Cora, Molly. Molly, David.
Oh, I don't know which account. Or if it's anyone's. Tokyo, can you hear us?
Rocío. ¿Nos escucha, Rocío? Rocío.
Okay. Well, I feel like almost everyone has tasks for today, but hopefully we can get Rocio as well. I think it's the only person we have left who isn't in the group.
I find out the problem with my phone, Bisma, why I got disconnected. The problem is my phone has 2 or 3 Wi-Fi connections. One wasn't working. Now I can see your posts, which I couldn't see. I could see you, but not the posts. So probably I
Sí,
can leave
estoy
you now a
viendo.
message. I'm gonna try to do it, all right?
Yeah, I'm glad that you figured it
Ay,
out.
ay, ay. Bueno,
Hola.
bueno,
I don't see
Rocio,
what
can you hear us?
soy Rocío.
This is watching your mouth.
Sí, estoy aprendiendo, nada más que no sabía cómo hacer para que ustedes me escucharan. Mucho gusto, Bisma.
Yay, it's nice to meet you too.
Gracias por todo, estoy aprendiendo y gracias a ustedes, mujeres, que nos ayudan.
I try to do it now. Did you see me?
Yes.
I did it.
Sí.
That's good. Qué bueno. Woohoo.
Rocio, can you try sending me a Facebook friend request? I typed my name in the
Eso
chat.
estaba haciendo, ahorita veo eso. A ver. Aquí está. Bisma Farsan, ¿sí es?
Yes.
Ok. Entonces aquí está. Y añadir. Ok.
Yay, all of us are in it then. Okay, I'm gonna add Rocio then.
Where do you see who is in the group?
So if you click on the top title,
Ok.
you should be able to look at the settings of the group. So if you're on your phone, are you on your phone or?
Oh, I see it. Oh, where it says members. I see
amigos.
that.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I see that we are all in the group. All of us? Hold on. Oh,
Okay.
okay. I see everybody's in the group. Nice.
Perfect. Yeah, everybody, we did it. We got everybody in the group chat.
I'm glad. It's so funny. It took me just like 20 years to get to this point. I mean, I remember when I first got Facebook that it was supposed to be just for the university to connect with the students, you know, at the beginning, the share department came and said, hey guys, we want everybody here to get this program, you know, and we're gonna be contacting each other through this, you know, from department to department. And I was just like, okay, whatever. And I got addicted to Farmville. You know, just so many years later, I learned how to do something useful with it. Nice.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Okay. I see in my Facebook, Bisma, it says one mutual friend, confirm or delete. That's what it says. I've
Confirm,
left.
add me as a friend.
Okay, confirm as a friend.
Perfect.
Because
And
it says friend request. All right.
And to answer your question, Molly, that I see in the Facebook group chat, to start the group, I will share my screen to show how I did that.
All right.
So that all of you, if you want to make a group chat with your friends, you can. But I will show it through the browser first. Basically,
I don't see the screen.
can everyone else see the screen, or is it just Cora? Cora, do you see the Zoom app on the bottom of your?
Oh yeah, I see it now. So yeah, okay.
Great. So we're going to go at the top icons here, right near my profile. You see the menu option with the grid and the instant messenger button.
Yes.
You click on the instant messenger button and it gives you these options at the top, which is options, see all in messenger, create a new room, or new message. So I clicked on the new message and started typing in the names of everybody here that I wanted to be in a chat. So I'll send a message back to Lupita. And then I could also add Ligia to the group like this. And then they're all in a big message with me together. That is how you start a group chat on Facebook Messenger. You can also add people you aren't friends with. So that's how I was first able to add.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is then press enter and it creates a chat.
Are we going to Messenger?
I was just showing how to make a group chat on Messenger.
So I have to go to the Messenger app.
You can use the app too, or you could use it on the browser on your computer.
I'll go to the app.
Okay, yeah, the app works too. And so just to be sure, some of you may not see the SDU social media group chat because you aren't friends with everybody in the group.
Yeah, I have here Rocio.
Yeah, and so what you might see is that it's a new message request instead of it being on the bottom. So you'll have to go into the message request and accept it.
Let's see. I don't know if this is mine or yours. SDA Social Me.
Yes, that's us.
Active. Now what I'm supposed to do here?
Is it already, that's the group that we're going to use to communicate amongst ourselves. So you can send a message on there if you want. It has everyone in the class in it.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, I have to go back to Zoom, right? Zoom.
Where do I have to type the name, Bisma?
You already added me as a friend, so you're past that step.
No, I am on the chat of Messenger, and I have here the social media advocacy.
Perfect. You
And
have,
if I go there, I
Mhm.
have Molly, David, Cora, Leah, Bisma, Rocio, Lupita, Hola. So I'll type hello.
Yay. Perfect.
Oh,
Wow. That's beautiful, Lupita.
I'm trying to find this place again. I got lost again. Oh my God. Ah.
Perfect. If we have time, I can also introduce another lesson on social media if everybody feels comfortable to move on.
It's okay with me.
See.
This is nice. I just don't know where I am.
Are you on your website or your,
I'm trying to find is that disability awareness advocacy? Is that the one? No.
no. Are you on your browser, Lihia?
Yeah, I was trying to find the group, but
Do you want to share screen with us and we can try walking you through it?
yes, please. Let me do that because I'm lost. And
Well, don't feel bad, I am too.
this is where I am. I'm completely lost. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, Lihia, so can you click on the top right icon for the messenger? So where you see your name, it's the second button.
The second button.
From the top, do you see where your name is? Yeah, second button to the right.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, this. Duh. Is that the one?
Yes. You
Is
got it.
that
Oh my goodness.
So groups are different from messenger chats. Groups are large members where there's a lot of social interest around specific issues. So disability awareness advocacy is a group that has 9.9 thousand members on
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, that cannot be our group.
it. Yes, but you can join those groups for community building and things of that sort, but this is different than the group chat, which is direct communication between people.
All right, I'm gonna stop sharing.
Yay. Thank you, Lihia.
Thank you.
Perfect. So with that, since we have a little bit of extra time, we're going to get a head start on our next lessons. So we're going to talk through how to create alt text for images that you might share on social media. Does anyone know what an alt text is?
of what?
Alt text, ALT.
No, I can't get back into, no.
is that the use of all caps?
No, but that is similar, but it's the same name as that. Are you having trouble with Zoom, Cora?
Yes, I'm just all mixed up here now. But go on, I can hear.
Okay, but if you
And
click the blue icon that says Zoom, it should pop the screen back up. Molly and Melissa, I see that you both say yes. Does anyone want to try and explain what alt text is?
Natalo ko ng one.
Basically, alt text is meant for people who are using screen readers when they are using social media. So typically, there are people that are low vision or blind and can't see images on screen. So the alt text is what is in place of an image to describe what a person should be seeing, or if they can't see. And so basically, every image that you see on social media should have a setting on it so that you can add a description of the image. And so we can model what good alt text writing is so that we can also incorporate this in our own posts. So I will share this website that shares good tips for writing in alt text. Basically, you want to try being specific. Don't make assumptions about the person, but just explain what is on screen. And so we're going to practice creating an alt text for this image right here. So can anyone tell me what they're seeing on screen?
Is it a bear?
Yes. Can you describe the bear in any other way?
Well, it's a jungle animal
Mm-hmm. What color is it?
and it's brown and grayish brown. Yeah.
Yeah, so how we
And
would
he's got fur on it, fur,
Yeah.
large eyes. It's a huge animal.
perfect. That's what you would write in an alt text. So you would say, this is
Oh,
an
you have to do it? Okay.
of a brown bear staring at the computer.
Woo-hoo.
Person is reading the bear mind.
Oh,
That's what the person that described him
you didn't say it
is
was.
doing, huh? Perhaps she's hungry or has spotted a threat.
This is an example of a bad one. But an okay one is
We-
close-up of a bear's face. So it's a close-up of a brown bear. Similar to what Cora was saying before.
mhm.
Can someone else try doing an alt text for this image?
I find that the
Pescado con
description is
chips.
challenging.
This one is a little bit more challenging. It's not as clear.
Right, it would have to say going out for lunch. And.
So would you describe this as black or maybe like a rectangle?
I would describe this as a black and white photo of a
Okay.
sign that reads fish and chips, takeaway, also other foods and drinks.
Okay, black and white sign, you said?
Yes. So
Yeah, it just looks like that.
so what you would do is
I was thinking more complicated. Thinking
yeah,
is simpler
Yeah.
than that.
way simpler. It's describing exactly what's on the screen. What's most important, the best tip is to describe what is the most pressing issue on the screen. So in this case, it's a sign.
Mm-hmm.
And then describe the words on the sign.
All right. Mhm. Makes sense. Yeah.
Another. Can someone try this one? Maybe I'll call on Lupita. Can you try giving us an alt text for this image?
Well, I will say this is a plant on a windowsill. Is in a reddish brown or clay it's a clay pot, and it seems to be like a sabila or aloe vera. And,
Perfect. That's really good.
yeah.
But yes, that's how you create alt text, is you just describe the image on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And so I will also send this to the chat, but I can also show how you create alt text for a post on Facebook. So let's say I wanted to add an image, and I'm going to add this image here of the CCSF Abolition 101 course. And I want to make sure that this post is accessible to people who might be using screenwriters. And so the way I would add an alt post is by editing the image with the top caret key and clicking the alternative text button. And so here I would write exactly what we were doing together. So I would say, this is an infographic with a plant on top of City College of San Francisco. And then I would put in the rest of the text, which is text reads, build abolition 101 at CCSF. And I would write the objective and the course outline as well in this, but that's how I would describe it. And then after I filled it out, I would just press save, and it will automatically make it accessible for a screenwriter to use. And then all you have to do is then post the image, and it will be accessible to a screenwriter. And so this is a good practice to make sure that your images are accessible to people who are low vision or blind. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes, Gisma, this is Guadalupe. I lost when you said between edit. You say you can go to edit. So you edit the image, right? This is what you do?
Yes.
How did you pick the image? You just put, oh, I can see, edit and add photo and videos. I've seen that before.
Yeah, so I just picked a random photo that was on my laptop as an example, but you could do anything that you want in terms of a photo that you uploaded to your computer. So for instance, I have like the logo that I could have done instead for community living campaign, and we can practice trying to make an alt text for that.
I see.
But yeah, I just picked a random image, but maybe we can try that. I'll go back.
I mean, to me, I see it as very challenging, and I don't know why, but it's like the community living campaign. How would you describe this? It's like a group of 3 houses. Oh, how? A graphic, right? It's a graphic because it's not a picture, it's a graphic, right?
Mm-hmm.
a graphic with 3 houses, with a heart in the front house, no, with a red heart and a little, what do you call that? When a tree is starting to come.
Seedling.
Huh?
A seedling or a sprout.
Okay, that.
Is coming out of the heart.
Uh-huh.
How else would you finish this?
And then the letters, what do you call that, like covered with the letters? This graphic is covered with the letters community living campaign.
It's free, and
Oh, text on top. Okay, that's easier.
that's good. That's good.
Logo. But yeah, that's all you did. You described exactly what you saw on screen, and then we were able to create full text.
Yeah, but it's still challenging.
It takes a while. It's a muscle you grow.
Ah! I don't even know if my speaker is.
Perfect. But then all you do is save it, and then it automatically saves it to the alt text, and then you just post. But all you have to do is press the edit key whenever an image is uploaded, and then you press the alternative text button, which is the 4th one with the little cards, and then you just add your text. Does anyone else have questions? Should we try one more? One more together?
Bisma,
Yes.
you mentioned about the alternative button. Where do you find that?
So the way you do it is when you upload an image on
Uh-huh.
Facebook,
Then you edit,
edit.
and
And
then you press the alternative alternative button. Where is the alternative button? Alternative text button.
It should be the 4th option for you. It may be ALT, or it could be the full alt text.
Okay.
Did you find it, Aria?
Will it appear on an iPhone?
Yes, it will.
That's good. How you get that?
But yes. Let's try maybe one more.
Bisma, I have a question. We're doing this, you're showing us this, but we're not doing it actually in the group, right? In the group that we are?
We're not doing this in the group now. This is just
I see.
for
All right.
everyone to learn.
Yes.
Let's see. I want to pick a different image.
And you do this in your downloads, right? You never do it in your photographs and stuff like that?
You can
Just
do
the
it in your
downloads?
photographs too.
I see. All right.
Let's do this one. Can someone try telling us what we would write here?
I might try. Do you want me to try, Bisma?
Yes, go for it.
This is Britney Spears with long blonde hair, a microphone around her mouth, and a green suit.
Perfect. That's exactly how you write it.
And this is similar to sign language.
Yes. Sign language is intended for people who are deaf or hard of hearing, but alt text is for folks with low vision or blindness.
Mhm.
Perfect. Yay. That's the lesson for today.
And this called alt text, right?
Mhm.
Not alternative text, is alt text. Okay.
Oh,
This is what it's usually referred to, but the full name of it is alternate text.
Alt.
okay. All right. It's like the button.
Mhm.
Thank you, Bisma.
Thank you
Um,
very much, Bisma.
I learned
This
a
is
lot.
great.
So we come back Wednesday.
Thank you so much, Bisma, for today.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Very good.
He got me tired. It's using my brain in a different way. This is good.
Yeah, very good.
Shalom.
Thank
Yes,
you.
very good.
This is great.
It's fun learning.
Gracias.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's true. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your patience, Bisma. This
Of
is good.
course. This is good. We're learning collectively together.
This is really good. I love the way you very relaxed. I would be all, like I'm always, you know.
I am
That
like
way.
that too.
Thank you.
I
Thank
am.
you. Bye.
Yeah, I
get-
also like the way you walk us through the use of the application.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Let's give it a hand. Applause for Bisma, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm telling you.
We'll
Thank
be
you, Bisma.
It took me just 14 years to learn something useful. Isn't that something?
And
Thank you.
especially around to our interpreters who are working hard to translate this at the same time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you too, to our interpreters, for everything.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Everyone.
Okay, I
Bye.
will see you on
Bye-bye,
Wednesday,
guys.
and we will learn how to use hashtags specifically and Twitter. So
Oh, good.
Yeah, I
All
don't know that.
right.
Good.
I need more on Twitter. I use
I
it
don't
all
need-
the time.
I don't know
use it to
anything
fight
about
with
Twitter.
people, you know, but not people from the States, people from my country. So I wanted to learn more things so I can continue fighting.
Yes, let me tell you, I need to know too, because I only retweet. Actually, I send the tweets of other people. It's all what I know how to do.
That's
So I
good.
retweet because I don't know really how to do something good. Thank you, Bisma.
I don't know anything about tweets, so
Well, you're gonna learn.
We're gonna learn
Yeah.
together.
I want to know.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
the only I know about tweets. The birds do tweet. Thank you.
Thanks.
you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Right,
See you
bye.
next this Wednesday, right? This
Yes.
Wednesday. Okay. I'll be
Bye.
here. Thank
Bye-bye.
you very much. Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye,
you.
guys.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye all. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, Liz over here. Okay, Liz. There we go.
Thank you so much, Elena and
Thank
Heidi,
you.
for your patience.
Okay, leave meeting.
Bye. Yes. See you. Thank you. Mhm. Yeah, I have a feeling that people may not be free then, but I'll ask in the email. Perfect. Bye.